What is a way that we can use our mind to accelerate the process of manifestation?
I'll break some glasses in front of you right now, or some bottles, and you and I will walk on it. A lot of people say, start manifestation with the clarity of, I want a car, I want a house, I want this kind of a person in my life to get married to. The more clear I am, the clearer my vision, the more I'll attract it. Not true. Very big podcaster, Ranveer. And he said he was trying to manifest a goal. Felt like, is it worth waiting? If I'm attracting an opportunity this close and it suddenly goes away, in the last minute something goes wrong. This is constantly happening, consistently. It's a clear symptom of a lot of shit inside that is attracting a lot of shit outside. One technique that I suggest is a very simple technique. 70% people are disconnected with their parents. Clear your complaints with your parents to attract a better life in the future. He said, I want to manifest this one particular girl. I love her and I want to manifest her in my life. He said, no, I can't help you. He said, why?
Welcome to Something Bigger. We travel the world to talk with the most inspiring and influential people, uncovering their stories, sharing their wisdom, and the incredible ways they are making a difference. We want to help you to dream bigger, to live a more exciting life, and to grow. So make sure to hit subscribe, and I commit to bring you even more impactful and insightful content. Now, get ready for an incredible episode. How do you explain manifestation to a 12-year-old?
Okay. To a 12-year-old, that's a question I've never been asked. Beautiful question.
Good.
Beautiful question. If I was to talking to a 12-year-old, which I did many years ago, my nephew is now 17. Mm-hmm. He's been learning manifestation with me since he was 10. Mm. So now I remember when I taught him what I told him many years ago, he wanted to buy a cycle. Mm. So I told him, just close your eyes and imagine you have the cycle. And imagine you're riding it and sleep at night knowing you already have it and be satisfied. And the best part was, Rodrigo, he did not ask me, how will it work? He just did it. He just did it. He would just close his eyes and he would imagine he's riding the cycle and he would just sleep every night with satisfaction. The weird part is he never asked me how. Now I'm remembering that when I'm talking to you. And of course, a few days after that, his dad gifted him a cycle.
Okay.
And the exact one that he wanted. And when I teach this to children all the time, you know what they manifest?
What?
Maggie, chocolate. Yeah. I mean, what's important to a 10-year-old, right?
Exactly, yeah.
So my sister-in-law's daughter, when she learned manifestation with me when she was 9-year-old, she had come to my house to Pune. She stays in Nagpur. The next day she called me after she went home. She said, Massage, she calls me Massage. She says, manifestation works. I said, what did you do? She said, I manifested Maggie. She said, Mom doesn't like making Maggie for me. So I was coming from school and I closed my eyes and I said, I'm eating my Maggie and it was yum. And she said, I was just happy. And I said, congratulations. So I teach children, I say congratulations, don't say all the best. All the best is when you may get it, you may not get it. But when do you say congratulations? When you've already got it. So I said, always do high fives and say congratulations, I already got it. So she said, I was in the bus, I was coming home and I closed my eyes and I'm tasting Maggie. And my friend said, what are you doing? She said, give me a high five. And she gave her a high five and she said, congratulations, I got my Maggie. And she said, I came home and my mom asked, do you want Maggie today?
No.
And she said, yay! And the weird part is, she didn't tell me I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
She didn't say that.
What did she say?
She said, I knew it would happen. See, that's how innocent children are. Like,
wow.
They don't question how it will happen.
Yeah.
After it happens, they don't say like, I couldn't believe that happened. They were expecting it.
Okay.
They were expecting the magic to happen. Right? Like I recently was talking to an amazing podcaster, one of my favorites. And
not me.
Now you're my favorite. I met him last time. So the beautiful part was, he asked me a question. Yeah. His question was, if somebody has a lot of scars and wants to heal himself or herself, because somebody who's gone through a lot of trauma in their life, seen difficult times in childhood, it's difficult for them to manifest. I said, fair. They need to heal first before they think positive first. I said, fair. He said, is there a technique that we can do to learn how to heal. I said, of course. And this technique is called this. When I told him the technique, he said, come on, not possible. It cannot be that simple. Like, interesting. When I say something very simple, people say unbelievable. It cannot be that simple. But if I would have said something like, it's a neurological medicine that is developed in the University of San Diego. He would have said, wow. Oh, so adults need these complicated vocabularies and concepts and something complex to prove that something simple in your life can be healed. But if I say something simple can heal what you have, which is also simple to heal, it's unbelievable. But if I tell the same thing to my nephew, that beta, just do this hope no tonight, and you'll have the motivation to study maths, which you don't have the motivation to right now. My nephew doesn't say, but why will it work? It sounds so simple. He doesn't say that. He just uses it. And then he comes back next day and he says, you know what? It worked. So,
what is interesting is that from a child that it gets it naturally. It's naturally.
Yeah.
Then something happens when we are adults.
Yeah.
There's something breaks, right?
Yep.
Maybe you can help us to understand. But how does that process happen exactly in our mind? What is the process?
Process of?
So how does that process of those limitations exactly happen in our mind? How they are created in our mind?
You mean how the limitations are being created first? Okay, so those are experiences.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I like somebody in school as a teenager, or as an adult, I like somebody in life, and that person doesn't like me back. And if I am normal after that, if I am 10-year-old, nobody criticizes me. Nobody judges me for that. But if I'm 15 years old, if I'm 25 years old, if I'm 30 years old, people around me start feeling, oh, you had a breakup.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
No, maybe I was not feeling so sorry.
Yeah.
but now I have to live up to your expectation of feeling that sorry. And now I learn this limitation that I'm supposed to feel heavy if I go through a breakup.
Yeah.
And then I watch these movies where a guy breaks up with a girl and goes into a depression. And now I build these limitations that I am supposed to go through. And if I don't get depressed, that means I never loved the girl. Like, how can you recover from that breakup so fast? So now love is also not supposed to be unconditional. One more belief broken. That love is supposed to be conditional. I'm not supposed to just feel love out of no reason. I'm supposed to have a reason to be loved.
Wow.
And particular people have to love me. And they have to love me in a particular way. So these conditions keep being built in our life as experiences go on. And then after love at the teenage, what comes in your life after that next? Success. So you complete your teenage, you go to school, you go to college, and your next achievement is the first job. And everybody who gets the job is happy. So guess what happens to the person who doesn't get a job? If he is naive, or if she is naive and still has a child awake, comes from an interview that fails and is normal, watches Netflix, and then comes in mom and dad. Did you pass? No, I failed the interview. Then why are you watching Netflix? Go study, work hard, apply for another interview, look at your friends, they've passed. You're supposed to be miserable right now. They don't say it in exact those words, but that's probably what they meant. Yeah. Right? That's the interpretation that the person takes in.
Exactly.
So he switches off the TV, goes to his room, sulks, and shit, I'm not supposed to be happy if I'm not getting a job. Slowly, these beliefs are being built up and these limitations are being built up. And now this translates into the first job, then it translates into the perfect job, then it translates into having a good job, then it translates having a promotion, then it translates into having a house, a car, a big car. And the limitations being built are that everything that the world is telling me is right. I am not supposed to be unconditionally happy, loved, and successful. I need to do something for it. And then we hear these big stories on social media nowadays, which creates those limitations even stronger. I'll give you an example. So I heard this beautiful story recently of two sports people. I don't remember the name of the second guy. Maybe you can remind me. He's a wrestler who's recently very famous and very rich.
In India?
In US.
Oh, in India. Okay.
So he's a wrestler talking to Cristiano Ronaldo. There's a real conversation between them. And the wrestler says to Ronaldo that one day, next year, I'm going to be richer than you. And Ronaldo at that time is about $88 million and this guy's at $22 million. So Ronaldo says, okay, maybe. Now, 1 year after that, obviously Ronaldo was waiting. Let's see what happens. But that guy was nowhere close. Second year, nothing happened. Third year, nothing happened. Fourth year, nothing happened. On the fifth year, that wrestler is at number one at $180 million and Ronaldo is at third. Okay.
Yeah.
And I saw this reel. And at the end of the reel, the reel says, if you dream big, you can become this. I was like, wow, great reel. But here's a message that also comes in. If I have $22 million, not good enough. I need to be better than Ronaldo. I need to be at 180. I need to be on that number one post or that number one score for me to be happy. So here comes a very unconscious limitation. Having 22 millions is not enough. I need to be number one. So then I'll compare myself with an Ambani.
Yeah.
I'll compare myself with an Adani. So now a very successful entrepreneur who's doing great business in the market looks at this post, thinks of Adani and starts thinking small about himself and feels, oh, I'm not doing enough with my life. I'm not living to my fullest potential. So now let's work on being a billionaire. By the way, nothing wrong with being a billionaire.
Yeah.
The problem is the belief that if I'm not a billionaire, I'm not supposed to be good enough.
Shit.
So my question to people is always, how much will manifestation work for you if you feel not good enough every day?
Yeah.
Because how does manifestation work? Manifestation for an adult language, not for a 10th standard language, but for an adult language, it works as what you feel is what you attract. What you think is what you attract. Who you are is what you attract. So if I'm feeling not good enough all the time, what am I going to attract in life?
Oh.
And the weird part is, all these billionaires, all these sports people, if you really go into their life, like really, and I have the good fortune of coaching some of them, they are not feeling not good enough every day. And they're not even aspiring, some of them are not even aspiring their biggest goal is the number one. They do, they have that goal written down. But on a daily basis, you know what they feel? Passionate. They just love the game. Like the recent youngest world champion of chess.
Yeah.
There's this reel going on of how at the age of 9 or 10, he was asked that what would you want to become one day? And he said, I want to be the youngest world champion. But I don't know whether every day he spent desperate. I doubt it. Because you can't be desperate every day and become a world champion. You can't feel small every day and become a world champion. It's not possible. It is just not possible to tune into a frequency called 93.5 and attract 10.1. It is just not possible. So what do you think this guy would have felt every day? Love for the chess.
Yeah.
Enjoying the chess every day. Consistently playing it every day. Respect for himself. Believing that I am a world champion. Not like I will become one day. I am a world champion. Remember that 10-year-old boy, my nephew? I've already got the cycle. My niece, I've already got the Maggie. And they're not even asking, will it happen? How will it happen? Will it work? I can't believe it will work. They know, they're expecting it. So probably why this little boy became a world champion is he was expecting it. And now he was just working towards it because that was the game he loved playing.
And you know what he said also? He said something. He said like, look, I visualize these moments every day. Wow. So even he went to manifestation, he said that I visualized it every day.
Wow.
Yeah. But you know what? I was like, actually I was feeling when you were explaining all those limitations that we create ourselves, I had an experience that really changed the way I see myself and also the world. I attended there was a conference with a big coach on personal development, and he guided us through a visualization to identify limiting beliefs or traumas. There were 6,000 people in the room, and him only through guiding us through the past. I had my eyes closed, and I could see that was something happening in the room. 6,000 people, and there were people. It was a vision of the horror. There were people screaming. There were people crying with so much pain. Wow. So that was when and this guy didn't do anything. He just guided us, 6,000 people, through a process to visualize, to go back to the childhood, to that. And the pain that was coming was massive. So I understood that if you want to do something in life, you need to take care of these layers of conditioning that we have, right? So now before we go into manifestation, because if we have a lot of shit inside going on, you will not be able to manifest, right?
That's true.
So how do I know if I have some trauma or some limiting belief that is impacting me?
Very simple. The quality of your emotions decides the quality of your life.
The quality of your emotions decide the quality of your life? Yeah? Yeah, right? Tell me more.
So if I'm feeling heavy every day.
Okay.
If I'm feeling confused every day.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling lost.
Yeah.
If I feel uninspired sitting at home every day, I'm like, I don't feel like doing anything. I have these big, big dreams, but I don't feel like doing anything. Like I want to, but I just don't feel like it. Like a lot of people told me, I really want to lose weight, but I don't know why. I just can't have that. I just don't go to the gym. I just don't follow that. I don't know why. Because they don't feel like it. Feelings create actions.
Oh.
If you don't feel like it, you can't act. Right? If you don't feel like eating the sweet, you can't do the act of eating the sweet. So if you don't feel like going to the gym, you won't be able to go to the gym in the first place. So your emotions are heavy, negative. It's a simple sign of a lot of trauma. It's a simple sign of a lot of suppressed shit. And that's one way of looking at it. Another way of looking at it about the symptom of a lot of trauma is attracting a lot of shit in life.
Whew. Tell me more about that.
So if I'm constantly attracting people who are cheating me, manipulating me, taking advantage of me, if I'm attracting an opportunity this close and it suddenly goes away, in the last minute something goes wrong, and if this is constantly happening, consistently, it's a clear symptom of a lot of shit inside that is attracting a lot of shit outside. Right? A friend of mine asked me that I'm inviting these people, but somehow I'm inviting people thinking they are amazing. But when I meet them, I realize, like, why did I call this guy? Like, he's not treating me properly. He's misbehaving. I said, so for a long time, he spoke about the first guy, the second guy, the third guy, the fourth guy, the fifth guy. I said, buddy, the first guy is fair, the second is okay, the third is okay. If you're attracting 5 such people, it has something to do with some shit inside you. How is it possible that you could attract so many people consistently? Right? Because if you take a dustbin and you put shit in it, like literally shit in it, and you cover it with gelatin paper, a beautiful wrap, right? What's it going to attract? It's going to attract bacteria, mosquitoes. What is this beautiful gelatin paper? It's called affirmations.
Oh, yeah.
So I have a lot of shit inside, but I'm doing these beautiful affirmations. My life is beautiful. Yeah. I have a great job and I'm happily married, but not cleared the shit inside.
Yeah.
And then I'm attracting. So the response is, how do I know there's a lot of shit inside? Recapping the answer, I'm feeling heavy inside and I'm attracting a lot of shit outside. That's the proof that there's a lot of shit inside. So instead of only using the techniques of manifestation first, which is like the surface, stop doing the affirmations for some time, clear this bin, wash it up, heal yourself of all those past traumas first. Then law of attraction starts working. Those same affirmations which didn't work earlier, bang, they work. Because there's a lot of clearing inside. Now you're able to feel positive. And now instead of the shit inside, there's flowers inside. So when there's beautiful flowers, there's lilies, there's orchids, there's roses inside that bucket, what are they going to attract? They're going to attract a beautiful lover.
Wow.
They're going to attract an amazing job. They're going to attract people who support you. And then these are the same people who will come and say, you won't believe it. I don't believe it. I got the same job I wanted 5 years ago. I said, of course you did. You got flowers inside you now.
Wow.
You won't believe I met the kind of person I always wanted in my life. I said, of course you did. You've got lilies inside you now. You are going to attract love if you have love inside you.
Wow. You know what? I was coaching someone, and she was talking that somehow she was attracting to her life people who were stealing money from her.
Yes.
And she could not understand because she wanted to manifest someone which was honest, which was a good person, take care of her. But somehow, exactly as you said, she was attracting. There was a pattern. And we went to back, and we saw that she had a situation with her father where her father used to take money from her. Yeah, and from that, wow, that was the impact it was having. And that also had an impact on me, understanding like, oh my God, how like experiences that we have in the past are now translating into whatever is happening now in our life.
Yes.
And that's what you're saying.
Yes.
And that's for me. And also after that coaching, after that big coaching session that I had, I became actually obsessed in go deeper. Just work on yourself.
Yep.
Work on yourself. And see the lilies and see what's the beauty inside. Yeah. But for that, there's a hard work that needs to happen, whatever it is, to remove all those layers. Yeah. So whoever is listening to us and understood, okay, either they're attracting a lot of wrong people to their life, or as you said, the first one, or somehow there's a negative feeling that it's coming constantly. Yeah. What is the first thing to do in this situation before even thinking about manifestation?
Okay, so first thing to do is a lot of clearing. One technique that I suggest is a very simple technique. It's called Ho'oponopono.
Okay, tell me.
It's called I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And it works on the fundamental principle of taking responsibility. So we start with the statement that says, by keeping your hands on your heart, that I take 100% responsibility for everything that I'm attracting in my life.
Oh.
I'm sorry for it. Please forgive me for it. So I'm going down to humility instead of complaining about it. And I'm saying, okay, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you for whatever is and whatever is going to be. I love you. Now you keep chanting this 108 times twice a day, minimum. So morning and night. And if possible, a couple of times in the day, but minimum twice a day. And during the day, whenever something negative is happening, like let's say I'm stuck in the traffic, instead of cursing the traffic, just say, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Just repeat this. And a lot of emotions which are unconsciously stuck inside us starts getting cleared.
Oh.
It melts. And I'll tell you why it melts. What are negative emotions? Negative emotions are energy. It's frequency, right? Like if you listen to a song, which is a positive song, it makes you feel positive because that song has a vibrational impact on our vibrational impact. If you listen to a sad song, it makes you cry. Correct? So imagine if you're listening to a song which is a sad song, 10 hours a day, what will it do to you?
I mean, it just
makes you sad.
Makes you sad, yeah.
Right? So now these 4 statements, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you, would you say they have a positive vibration or a negative vibration?
Very positive, yeah.
So if I repeat a positive song for 10 hours a day, won't it have an impact on me? In this case, it's not a song, just 4 statements. I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. And when you think of it, it's not that complicated. When 2 friends haven't spoken to each other for 5 years, what's the one thing that brings them back together?
It's when they say, I'm sorry. Right?
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Please forgive me, buddy.
Yeah.
I love you, man. Come back. Isn't that what brings a 5-year-old relationship back?
Yeah, yeah.
Now imagine repeatedly saying that unconditionally. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It melts those frozen emotions which are inside. Wow. And the weird part is you don't even have to know what you're healing. So you don't have to go through any counseling, coaching. You don't even have to go through any realizations. You don't even have to relive a lot of those things. Just, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Try it. It works wonders. And then there is a advanced way of doing it, which for your audience, we'll give a link in this description. It's a free webinar that they can come to. And they'll go through an experience which I call Tears of Joy experience, which I call Advanced Conversational Ho'oponopono. When they go through that conversational Ho'oponopono, in a very deep level, they'll have tears. And they'll release those negative emotions which were melted, which were frozen for a long time, they'll melt. And the proof of the melt will be their tears. So I call it Tears of Joy. But even if they don't come for the webinar, at least I would say just chant, because they are beautiful words, right? Like, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. This is one of the things that they can do. Another thing that people can do is very important. Since you spoke about the coaching example that you were coaching this girl, clear your complaints with your parents to attract a better life in the future. And I'll tell you why. The complaints that you have with your parents is the qualities that you will attract in your life partner in the future.
Okay.
And I have proof of this.
Yeah. How?
So in manifestation, there are different workshops we do.
Yeah.
One of the workshops is called as How to Manifest a Great Relationship. It's called Relationship Mastery Workshop. Lesson 1 is clear your relationship with your parents. Reconnect with your roots. Your parents is where you're born from.
Yeah.
So it's the source of your electricity, of your energy. Most people are disconnected with their parents. 70% people are disconnected with their parents, emotionally, physically. Go back, connect with the source. Your manifestation will start working. Your affirmations will start working. But to go deeper on that, if I have complaints with my father, he always took money from me. I don't want a man like this in my life. I want a man who's independent, who's strong, who takes care of me. Now, the complaints that you have with your parents are the qualities that you will attract in your life partner in the future. So now this girl grows up and she attracts a man who's dependent on her.
Yeah.
And unconsciously, she's attracted to him. But I'll tell you why she's attracted to him. I'll tell you an amazing story which will blow your mind. And this happens once a week, every week in our community, where anybody who asks a relationship question related to attraction, this is what happens. So there was this one girl, she said, she was crying profoundly, like just profusely crying. And she said, I need your help. I said, first you calm down, then we'll talk. Because you won't understand anything even if I tell you right now. So I spoke to her about half an hour later. She calmed down on Zoom. I said, now tell me what happened. So she said, recently I went through a very bad event. I said, don't describe the event, tell me the event. This is what people do. They describe the event which makes them more sad. So I said, tell me what happened. She said, I fell in love with a guy for 6 months. We've not met. We've been talking on chat. I've seen his photographs. After 6 months, I come to know that the photo he sent me is not him.
Oh, shit.
But she says, I'm totally in love with this photo. I don't know what to do. And she said, I did something weird. She said, nowadays on Google, you can search a person through images. So she found this person on social media. She contacted him. And she said, do you know me? He said, no, I don't know you. She said, but I'm in love with you.
Wow.
She said, dear, I'm married. And she didn't know what to do. She was like, her heart sunk.
Yeah.
And she's like, I feel stuck right now. I don't know what to do. And I told her, I said, what if I tell you what you're feeling is an illusion? She said, what do you mean? I said, you are not in love with the guy who's in the photograph. She said, no, I am. I said, I'll prove it to you right now. You're not in love with him. I said, you are in love with your father who looks like him. And you miss your father. So unconsciously, you've attracted a picture of a guy who looks like your father. But actually, you don't love this guy. You love your father. But if I'm not wrong, and she had not told me anything about her parents yet. I said, if I'm not wrong, you don't get along with your father. And you have a lot of complaints with him. She said, how did you know?
Yeah.
I said, because you have problems in your relationships. That's how I know. You attract shit because you have shit. She said, I'm still confused. I said, okay, show me the photograph of your father. So she showed me a picture. Small hair, round face, fair complexion, very light beard. I said, now show me the picture of the guy you got attracted to.
No way, really?
There were 500 people on the call. They couldn't believe it. It was like the picture of a young guy and an old guy. Small hair, round face, fair complexion, light beard. And I'll prove it to you why, scientifically. From the time she was born till the time she was 10 minimum 10. Whose face did she look at every day as a man?
Yeah, the father.
Father. Whose eyes did she look into when those eyes as a masculine figure told her, I love you, you're my princess? Who made her feel love? Father. At least till the age of 5, we don't have the ability to judge people, not too strongly.
Yeah.
So till the age of 5, she felt a lot of love with the father. After 5, her limitations started getting built about the society, what is success, what is love, what is good people, what is bad people. So she started realizing, oh, my father's not a great guy.
Oh.
So she started judging her father.
Yeah.
Oh, he doesn't make money, he takes money from my mom. And as she grew up, she continued this judgment. But until the age of 5, who was the person she was subconsciously imagine it like a printout in our subconscious. What was the figure of love for her till the age of 5?
Yeah, it was a
father's face.
Yeah.
If I looked at a particular person's face for 365 days in a year, 5 years, back to back, looked into his eyes, said, I love you, don't you think that has an imprint in my subconscious? And then 20 years later, when I grow up and I come to an age, or 16 years of age, and I'm come to an age where I'm allowed or get into a natural hormone of attraction, out of a crowd of 500 men, guess who do I get attracted to? The imprinted subconscious picture.
Wow.
So out of all these people, she's going to attract that guy.
And you saw that so many times.
Yes,
so
many times I've seen that. Even with men.
Yeah.
In my case, whenever I got attracted to women, I always got attracted to women who were round face, fair complexion, big eyes, short in height. Guess who looks like that?
Yeah. So
my mother.
But did you have some issue with your mom?
I did. And because I had issues once upon a time, there was a lot of shit inside.
Yeah.
I attracted women who looked like my mother, and I would get profoundly attracted to them, and I had no idea why. So this is what we call our type. Like, what type do you get attracted to?
Okay.
So I got attracted to women who look like my mom. I had no idea about this until I learned it.
Yeah.
But every relationship I kept breaking up. I'll tell you why. Because the qualities I did not like about my mother were the qualities I found in those girls.
Oh.
So when they would come close to me,
after
a couple of months, I would start judging them. What happens in a relationship if you judge them too much? You break up.
Yeah.
So these girls would break up with me, and I was like, why do I attract girls whom I like, but they don't get along with me? It's because I'm still judging them the way I judge my mother. So the complaints I have with my mother are the qualities I attract with my life partner. Now, one day when I realized this through my mentors and I cleared my shit, I had to go back and, what I'm telling your audience, sit at one place, write down your mom's name, write down your dad's name, write down all the qualities you don't like about them. Forgive them. Say I love you to them. Say thank you to them. And I'll tell you why. This is something I learned. The qualities that you did not like about your parents are the skills they were trying to teach you. Because you judged them, you did not learn the skills. Because you don't have those skills, you're struggling in your life today because of the lack of those skills.
Can you say that again?
Yeah, this is a bit complex.
But I'll explain. Very important,
One of the qualities I did not like about my father, my case, I didn't like his ability to not say no.
Okay.
He would always suppress himself. Very docile, very sweet guy.
Yeah.
He'd not say no. Like, he'll say yes for everything. But he means no. And then he'll feel bad about it later. Now, when he did that with me, obviously, I asked him, I said, Dad, will you bring me this? He said, yes. Do you think he brought it? No. Because he didn't have that quality. And I used to complain. I said, Dad, when you don't intend it, why do you say it? You don't love me. I judged him, but he was actually trying to teach me a lesson.
Yeah.
Of dealing with people like him who don't know how to say no. Now, I didn't have that skill because I judged him. As I grew up, I started struggling in my professional life, attracting similar people like my father, who kept bullshitting me, and I didn't know how to deal with them. I just kept complaining about them. And then I got into a leadership workshop, and then they showed me, but you're supposed to be assertive with them. I just couldn't practice that assertiveness technique. And then I met my mentor, and he said, hold on, you can't practice something before you clear your shit. So he said, so write down what did you not like about your father. I said, I didn't like my father is to not say no. I said, wait, I'm sorry, Dad. Please forgive me. Thank you for teaching me that lesson. I love you for being who you were and for teaching me that. And when I sat in a moment of appreciation for my father for the first time, like, come on, he doesn't say no because he doesn't know how to. What is there to hate about it? I mean, I don't know how to fly a plane. What's there to hate about it? I mean, if a pilot hates me for not flying a plane, that's absurd. Okay, so my father doesn't know how to say no, so what? But I could understand that when I could appreciate him. And I could appreciate him when I could forgive him. And I could forgive him when I could realize he was teaching me something. I suddenly had empathy, understanding, appreciation for people like him. And now when I was dealing with those kind of people in my life, I could practice a technique called assertiveness or openness or questioning in order to deal with. So go back, clear your relationship with your parents, love them, because they were not born with a manual. They had their own shit to deal with, which you had no idea what they are. So if I forgive my parents, if I forgive my mother, and if I love them for who they are, automatically it's cleared here. So now what I attract is clear.
Wow, that was deep. And let me share what is coming. I had the same situation also with my mom. So my father died when I was 14 years old, and of course we went through a lot of things with my mom, and it took me a lot of time to realize also that there was something that I had to work on with my mom, and I did. So it was painful, but I did, and I cleared that. And I went through therapy, but I knew I had to clear that. But now what is even deeper is what is the real impact of clearing the whatever we have in terms of complaint with our parents. It's massive. But also what I see around me, most of people that I know, they complain about their parents. So maybe you can help us to go another step deeper. You already said about make a list. Your father, your mother, exactly whatever you complain about, and forgive. Accept and thank. What is that? But help us to go a bit deeper in this area. What else can we do in order to clear that, so that then we can go into manifestation, so that we can clean the glass.
Then it can really work.
Exactly.
So one is write the list down. So what are the qualities I don't like about my mom? Make a long list or a short list, whatever the number of things you have. Same thing with your father. And then take one thing at a time, and write down what were the advantages of your mom behaving like this. Those were the advantages I was not looking at, and hence not realizing the benefits it had, not realizing the skills she was trying to teach me because of those advantages. For an example, one guy told me, my mother was always tough on me. No matter what I did, she was always harsh with me. I said, did that make you strong? Yes. Did that make you independent? Yes. Does that help you in your career today? Yes. Are you a millionaire today because of that? Yes. Did you thank your mom for making you a millionaire? No. You complain about your mom every day. She taught you that skill. She gave you that benefit. So some benefits we take because those automatically come to us as an advantage of that behavior. But some qualities we don't learn because we keep judging that. So either we are missing out on qualities which we didn't learn because we kept judging it, or we were forced to learn qualities which are good qualities, which makes us successful as who we are today in life. So after you write down the one quality that you don't like about your mom, write down the second step, which is the advantages of that quality. When you have the advantage realized of that quality in your life today, You'll have appreciation for that quality. Now do the third step. Say sorry to her. But you'll be able to say sorry now. Because you now realize, damn, she was doing the right thing with me. And I was hating her for it. Oh, say sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you, mom. I love you. Do Ho'oponopono for your mom. Sit at one place and do it 108 times. You owe her that much. Or the father. After the third step is done, do the fourth step. This is very critical, but very difficult. And it'll only work if the first three steps are done. Otherwise, the fourth step will be a test that will prove to you haven't done the first three steps properly. The fourth step is go sit in front of your mom physically. If she's no more, close your eyes and go to that memory when she was alive. And go to a time with her when she behaves that quality that you don't like. And be in her presence in love and compassion. While she's doing the same thing that you used to hate. Example, one girl told me, she's always nagging me for marriage. She's always nagging me for marriage. What is the advantage you had because she was always nagging you for marriage? She said, I got put off with relationships because she used to always nagging me about marriage. I said, I get that. What is the advantage you got because of that? She said, I made a decision. I'm going to focus on my career. I'm not going to go into relationships like my mom. I said, did you become successful in your career because you focused on your career? She said, yes. I said, would you have focused on your career so profoundly, so aggressively if she would have not nagged you for your relationship? Maybe not. So was that an advantage she gave you? She did. Did you thank her for it? So third step, thank her, appreciate her. But that thankness cannot happen simply on paper. Like you have to really realize that second step. What is the advantage my mom gave me, my dad gave me by those wrong behaviors that I didn't like about them? Once I have that appreciation, genuinely, third step, once I've genuinely forgiven for it, now I can physically sit with them. She can nag me for it. And if I'm sitting there and smiling at her, I'm saying, nag me more, mom, you're making me more successful. Like, dad, I love you for not saying no. That's what made me successful today. So keep doing it. And I'm there and I'm letting him be who he is. And I keep saying thank you in my mind. And I keep doing Ho'oponopono in my mind. And I'm in his presence and I'm not trying to avoid. I'm not uncomfortable anymore. If you pass the test of fourth step, where you're in the presence of your parents, when they're behaving the same behavior you didn't like about them, and you were there as long as it takes for that behavior to settle down. What I mean by settling down is, if you are in that presence and they keep doing that behavior, and if you don't get agitated by it, the test is, after 10 minutes or 15 minutes maximum, that behavior disappears. And mom says, have you had food today? And she just diverts the topic. Okay, so you lasted the whole long until she could go to another point. You passed the test. Do this and you clear up the relationships.
Wow. So what you say, write down all the everything that you don't like, then write down why you don't like. What are the benefits?
What are the benefits of that?
Forgive, and then sit with the person and just stay and just stay present, forgiving, and see how it is shifting.
Absolutely.
And also it's about the work of letting go of the ego, because a lot of times it's the ego.
That's true.
No, why? No, she's like that. She's like that. Yeah. Wow, Mitesh, this is crazy.
Thank you for sharing that. That was very authentic and vulnerable.
Because I know there's so many people in the same situation. So I think it's like, I agree with you, if we don't heal that, then there's a lot of things that will not happen in our life.
That's true.
Yeah. That's true. Okay, so now I think now we are ready to finally manifest.
Absolutely. Now we are.
Yeah.
A lot of clearing has happened.
We did a lot of clearing. Now, to manifest, what is the first step?
Okay. Clarity. The glass is clean.
Yeah.
A lot of shit has been cleared.
Yeah.
I'm clear about my parents. I'm clear about a lot of negative emotions. I've done a lot of Ho'oponopono. I've done a lot of clearing. Now that the clearing is done, let's start with clarity. But clarity of what? People will say goals. Oh, no. Never start manifestation with clarity of what you want. Start with clarity of what you want to feel.
Okay.
So a lot of people say, start manifestation with the clarity of, I want a car, I want a house, I want this kind of a person in my life to get married to. The more clear I am, the clearer my vision, the more I'll attract it. Not true. Why? This is called material goal. What is material goal? It's not a bad thing. It means energy that is manifested into material reality is called a material goal. So that's technical understanding of what's a material goal. Most people look at material goal as, oh, it's like material goal. It's not a judgment, it's reality. Energy when transformed into reality is called as material. So this glass is material, it's matter.
Yeah.
So yes, I want to manifest water in my life, I want to manifest glass in my life, car in my life, house in my life. That's material reality. But there are two goals in life. People are aware of one, people actually want the second but unaware of the second. What people truly want is their ultimate emotional goal. Why do I want to buy a house? What do I want to feel out of having a house? There are 5 people who want to buy a house. Do you think all 5 people want to feel the same thing from buying the house? No.
No, exactly.
One person says, I want to feel secured. The other person says, I want to feel freedom. The third one says, I want to feel finally I'm settled somewhere. The fourth person says, I want to feel something is of my own possession. Right? The fifth person says, I want to feel more luxury. So for each person, the feeling of manifestation of the house is very different.
Yeah.
If people are not clear about their ultimate emotional goal that they want to feel from buying that house, before buying that house, if they are not clear of that emotion, they will not be able to feel that emotion every day because the process of manifestation is feel what you want to attract. But how do you feel it if you don't know what is the feeling you want in the end of the day, right? So if I now know I want to feel secured by buying a house, then every day work on feeling secured. And when you say, I already have my house, along with that, say the affirmation, I already have my house and I am feeling secured. That's how you manifest. The clarity has to be of the material goal also and the ultimate emotional goal also.
Both.
If you get the emotional clarity, the material clarity will happen. But if you don't have emotional clarity and the material clarity is there, here is what happens. Before you achieve the goal, there is desperation. Material goal. Weird part. After you achieve the material goal, there is desperation.
Yeah.
Haven't you met people who say, after 5 years of wait, I got what I wanted, but
exactly.
something's missing.
Yeah.
So when they feel something is missing and they don't know what's missing, they think, I need a bigger goal. So the solution is they go back to their drawing board and they say, okay, clarity, bigger goal.
Okay, I see.
Then they run behind that material goal.
Yeah.
And they try to achieve that. So I was listening to a reel that day of a podcaster in India. He was a very big podcaster, Ranveer. And he said he was trying to manifest a goal of being on Forbes magazine of 30 under 30 achievement. And he said, I was manifesting that goal for so many years. And I felt desperate to achieving that goal for so many years that eventually the day it happened. After it happened, he said, I cried so much.
Oh, wow.
He said, I cried so much because I felt like, was it worth waiting? That's it. This is it.
Exactly. This is it.
And on that reel, he says something profound, and I love him for that. He said, the message I want to give is, I will never again in my life create a goal as material as this. He said, from that day, I started making more emotional goals about what kind of a person I want to be. And I love him for that. That was so profound. Most people, after achieving that award, even if they realize that, they never share that. He shared it. Yeah. So don't just have material goal clarity, have emotional goal clarity. What do I want to feel after I buy something? I want to get married. What do I want to feel? I want to feel love. I want to feel companionship. I want to feel friendship. Okay, so start feeling it today. Because if you don't feel that today, you won't attract it. By chance, if you attract it, you won't enjoy it.
Yeah.
You'll just feel more lack of love after marriage. So I've known people. So there was this Beautiful story of a guy who came to me from a small village in Pune, in Maharashtra called Nasik. He read my book, The Law of Attraction. He found me somewhere on the internet and called me for a coaching. This was about 20 years ago. Very long story. 15 years ago, because that's the time my book just got published. So he came to my house, and at that time I was not professionally teaching Law of Attraction. It is just a book I had released. And I was doing corporate training programs. So he came home, and I remember he had paid me only 500 rupees for coaching. Just those days, like just 500 rupees. And I took it out of love. I said, okay, fine. He said, I want to manifest this one particular girl. I love her and I want to manifest her in my life. I said, no, I can't help you do that. Here's your 500 back. He said, why? So I explained him the concept that you're not supposed to manifest a person.
Oh, yeah.
You're supposed to manifest love and happiness and companionship and friendship and great relationship. I said, sit, I'll make you visualize a beautiful relationship. Don't say, I want this person. He was not very happy about it. But he didn't have the guts to say that to me that time.
He went to another coach.
That's the story I'm about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So he didn't have the guts to tell me that on my face. So he said, okay, thank you so much. I love talking to you. And he left.
Yeah.
He didn't contact me for about 3 months after that. After 3 months, he sent me a message in Facebook, in my DM. The message was, sir, you're trying to keep secrets of manifestation only for yourself. I came to your place. You did not teach me your secret.
Yeah.
So I went to another coach.
Yeah.
That coach taught me how to manifest this girl. Today, I'm getting married to this girl. You're not teaching everybody the secret. So I said, okay. I wrote back to him. I said, first of all, sweetheart, I am so happy for you. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. And I'm sorry that you feel that way. And I wired him his 500 rupees back. But long story short, about 1 year after that, he messaged me again. He said, sir, I got divorced.
Oh, shit.
I got married to the same girl, but somehow, I don't know why that love disappeared just a few days after the marriage. And he said the last 1 year was the worst time of my life. And finally, we got divorced. Why did this happen? I said, it happened because you were not clear about what you wanted to attract. You were not clear about the feelings you were wanting to attract. Yeah. You asked the universe for the person. You got the person. You never asked the universe for love, for companionship, for friendship. So you didn't get that. So I tell people, sit at one place, take a notepad, and write down from the time I wake up in the morning till the time I sleep at night, what are the quality of emotions I want to experience and when?
Give me some examples.
Yeah. So in my case, I'll tell you my clarity. Yeah. Every morning I wake up, I have this list which I live every day. This is called my emotional list of clarity. Yeah. Every morning I wake up, I want to feel gratitude. So I wake up in the morning and I practice 10 random gratitude where I randomly say thank you for any 10 things that come to my mind. Yeah. Because I want to feel gratitude. So I take the effort to feel first what emotion I want to feel every day. I want to feel love. So I hug my wife, I play with her, I romance with her because I want to feel love and romance every morning. Then I want to feel successful. So I look at my vision board, I read my affirmations. I want to feel successful every morning that I already have this. And I feel like the most successful person on earth. Then I want to feel fun. So I go play with my bird. So you see, it's the emotions that I have decided first. Yeah. And the activities are related to those emotions. I'm not doing the opposite way. Most people, what they do is they decide the activity.
Exactly.
And then decide, okay, if I do this activity, I'll get this emotion. Yeah. So they run behind things to feel things. I'm saying feel things and attract things to get what you want more. So this is called attraction, the pull effect rather than the push effect. So write down what are the emotions you want to feel every day for the rest of your life and make a clear list. From the time I wake up in the morning till the time I sleep in the night, what do you want to feel? So this is one part of the list. And now give it a sequence.
Oh, like ranking.
A ranking. Which emotion do I want in the morning? Which emotion do I want in the afternoon? Which emotion do I want in the evening?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like when I sleep at night, I want to sleep satisfied.
Oh, I see.
But do I want to be satisfied at 1 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm working hard? May not be. Maybe I want to feel more driven. Maybe I want to feel more passion. Like in my case, in the afternoons, I want to feel more serving. Like I want to serve my community. That's the time I want to feel what can I do more for people. But if I'm satisfied, like I have everything in my life, now I'm not serving. I'm just sitting down doing nothing. No, I have decided in the afternoon, I want to serve somebody. And now I decide the activity to serve. What do I need to do to feel like I'm contributing? So I contact my platinum members, I create a session, I do a YouTube live, whatever I need to do to feel that emotion.
Yeah.
So what's the ultimate goal? Emotion or the activity?
It's the emotion, right?
It's the emotion.
Yeah.
Then I do the activity. People are doing the exact opposite.
Oh shit, yeah.
Second part of the clarity is, okay, I don't know if you've ever heard about this. Be clear about what you don't want to feel.
Okay. Yeah.
Because if you're not clear of that, you will attract people who give you those emotions.
Oh yeah.
And then you're stuck.
Yeah.
Because unconsciously you don't want that feeling.
Yeah.
Right? For an example, what is the opposite of freedom?
The opposite of freedom is the opposite of freedom is
caged.
Yeah, caged. Yeah.
Stuck.
Yeah.
Bonded. So someone who wants freedom would generally not want feeling caged.
Yeah.
So let's also get clear about what I don't want to feel.
Yeah, yeah.
Why? Stay away from all the decisions that could give you that feeling. Now, when I have that clarity that I don't want to feel caged, and now suddenly I've been given an opportunity that says, stay grounded in this place for the next 1 year and you will make a lot of money. Versus go wherever you want in the world and make money. Which would you choose?
Yeah. Easy.
The freedom part.
Exactly.
Right? Because now I have clarity that, okay, I want freedom, I don't want to feel caged. Both these steps of clarity makes a lot of difference. But when people are not clear about what they don't want to feel, they get stuck in a relationship that humiliates them.
Yeah.
And remain in that relationship. So you hear of people who are in a relationship which is an abusive relationship and don't leave it. Why? Because they're not clear that they don't want to feel what the relationship is giving them.
Yeah.
Although they don't want to feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
They are feeling bad about it, but they're not clear about it. That's why they're not avoiding it consciously. And they think the emotion of what they want to feel is coming from that relationship. Like there's this one girl who said, my husband abuses me, what do I do? I said, what do you feel with your husband, which you want? And she said, security. He's rich. He gives me stability, security. What is the emotion you don't want from him? Humiliation. Now, she never had this level of clarity.
Yeah.
So the more I'm clear about what I want to feel, what I don't want to feel, the more clear my life becomes. Now my affirmations become more clear.
Really good. Okay, that's first step. What do I do? I have clarity now.
Yep. So
then
now
what's
we create
next?
affirmations.
Yeah.
That I want to feel happy every day. I want to feel successful every day.
Yeah.
I want to feel loved every day.
Yeah.
I want to feel satisfied every day.
Yeah.
And then create a sequence so that you know what emotion is on the top, what emotion is on the bottom. And now create material goals and now make affirmations out of it.
Oh.
I have already made $1 billion and I'm feeling like working every single morning I wake up in the morning. I love working. I love going to the factory. I love going to the office. I love going to the gym. I love being the best champion in the world in wrestling. Now make those affirmations with those feelings that I'm feeling that. That's the second part. Third part. Sit at one place, close your eyes, and live the routine of already finishing that goal, not as if you achieved today. So here's the tricky part. Don't feel you achieved it today. Feel that you've achieved it 1 month before and now live the routine part of that life.
Oh yeah.
The boring part of that life. What does that mean? When a world champion becomes a world champion, 1 month after that, what is he doing? Is he saying, yeah, I became the world champion? No, that's done. That's from the day one.
Yeah, yeah.
After 30 days, do you think he's feeling that? No. What is he doing after 30 days? Same routine. Gets up in the morning, feels good, goes back to his chess master, says, what am I supposed to do today? And to do his routine, right? Live that routine.
Yeah.
Mentally, close your eyes and live that routine. The more you live the routine 1 month later of success, now you've made that success so much part of you, so much part of you, so much part of you that it is you, it is part of you. And now there's no crazy excitement. It is just a stability of, I have this. Whenever you truly have something in your life, truly, you're never excited. Because you know it's yours. You're only excited on the day one or a few days. But once you are 100% sure this girl is yours, do you get up in the morning with the same excitement every day in marriage? Ask a guy who's married for 10 years. Do you feel the same butterflies? I love this girl. Do you feel the same?
No.
No. Live that. Because when you start living that married life in your mind, is now the manifestation going to work. Don't manifest the day 1. Manifest the day 30. Manifest the day 60. It works like this.
So what you're saying is to visualize as if you are already achieved that 1 month after.
1 month before.
Yeah, exactly.
And now, so 1 month after, what are you doing? Live that.
Live that.
Live that.
Live that.
Live that.
What about living as if that already happened? Is it same?
It's similar. Similar. Living as if it has happened. Now you make a list of things that you would start living during the day to prove that visualization.
Exactly.
Right?
So that's another way, right?
That's another way. Where if, let's say, I want to get married.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. Start making a list of all those people that you will invite for the marriage.
Yeah.
Start looking for the costume that you would wear for the marriage. Make a decision of where would you want to get married.
Yeah.
Right? So all that preparation that you can do, act as if you are 100% sure this is happening.
I see. Yeah.
And now go about living your life normally as if this is already done.
Yeah.
And I really mean it. Go about living your life, the rest of your life, as if this is already done. Now, this is what people don't apply. What they do is the rest of their life, they're thinking, when will it happen? When will it happen?
Yeah.
When will it happen? They're not present to their relationships. They're not present to their career. They're not present to their financial life. They're not present to their body. They're just thinking, when will this happen? The more I'm thinking, when will this happen? That means it's not happened. And if I'm living, it's not happened, then what am I going to attract? Not happened.
Exactly.
So I need to go to the routine life, like it's already done a month ago.
Yeah.
Now go about living the rest of my life as if it's normal.
Yeah. And also if we keep like asking, oh, when is it going to happen? It's going to happen. It also sends a sign that it didn't happen.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. So don't send that signal
to
the universe that it's not done.
Exactly. Because also that will become part of our identity when we repeat it.
Yes.
Right? So that's what you say. You keep repeating that it becomes you. But don't go in the other direction of complaining or saying that it didn't happen, right?
Yep.
And that's important, right? That's important.
That is important, and that is why it's difficult to do it alone.
Oh, then?
So what I suggest to people
is
don't do it alone, do it with a group of friends.
Oh, I see.
Now, most people don't do this. Manifest with a group of friends. Every day, like a routine.
Yeah.
It becomes very easy. So what I do is, I do a practice every evening at 9 p.m. called Daily Magic Practice, which is nothing but the same activity.
Yeah.
Every day at 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And we'll invite your audience for it. We'll give you 30 days of access free for that. The link will be in the description. And there's no money. People come, they practice. And many of them are people who've come there for months together. And then they achieve their goals. But one of the things they always tell me is, I look forward to coming at 9 p.m. because I don't feel alone when I'm manifesting.
Yeah.
I feel like this has become my family. I feel like this has become my friend circle, even though I don't know anybody here. But they dance every day, they manifest every day, they visualize every day. So community practice together is always more powerful than alone practice every day. So you'll see sports people practice together. So a coach will never take a sports person and put him alone on the ground. He'll generally take a group of people, and even though he's coaching one person, he's going to get him in a community because that energy community matters. So work with friends, create a group of friends. And then the minimum you can do is create an accountability partner. At least one person. Like many years ago, when I didn't have this daily magic practice, by the way, today's DMP is also my benefit because I manifest with them. At 9 p.m. I take that opportunity. But many years ago, I didn't have that. So what do you do if you don't want to come at 9 p.m. every day? Find a friend. I used to do it with a friend called Rahul. He was my manifestation buddy. So find a manifestation buddy and work with him every day.
And what to do?
Come together. First 3 minutes. Increase your energy levels by dancing. Have fun. You say, why have fun? state of mind impacts your manifestation.
Exactly.
If you are in a desperate state of mind, you can't do your affirmations. You remember, shit creates shit. So clear that first. So the best way to clear it is evolve it. Right? So dance, have fun for first 3 minutes. Choose any song and have fun. Or say a joke to each other. Or get together and watch funny, crazy videos on YouTube, shorts that can make you laugh to your crazy guts. 3 minutes. You're having fun? Good. Now take your notepad, let your friend take the notepad, read your own affirmations loudly. Close your eyes, visualize it's already done a month ago. Feel good about it. At the end of it, give a high five to your friend and say, congratulations, goal achieved.
Nice.
That's it. Now do this the second day. Now do this the third day. I call it the 30 days challenge. Do it for 30 days, see what happens. Anybody can do this with their best friend.
Yeah. Can you give us some examples of affirmations that people can use?
Sure. So, health for an example.
Yeah.
Instead of saying, I have lost 5 kgs by following my perfect diet. No, wrong. I'm already at my ideal body weight and I'm feeling light and healthy.
Okay.
Because when I say I will lose weight, I want to lose weight, I have lost weight, you're still imagining weight. The word weight is still there. But I am already at my ideal body weight of 62 kgs. I have been like this for the last 1 month and now it feels amazing, it feels light, it feels healthy. Imagine somebody is asking you 1 month after you achieve the goal, where are you today? That answer is the affirmation. And if they ask you, how are you feeling today? That answer is your affirmation. So in relationship, so I'll give you 4 areas of life, health, relationships, career and money.
One for each,
right? So for relationship, the affirmation would be, I'm already happily married and I and my life partner have a great time traveling together in multiple locations. And the best time I enjoy with my partner is the morning breakfast every day. Isn't that what you would actually say 6 months later after the marriage? That I'm feeling a lot of love, companionship with my partner, and the best time with my partner is the morning breakfast. Say that affirmation. So this is the end result oriented affirmation. Career would be, I already have an amazing job that I love. I have such an amazing environment at work that allows me to experience creativity, freedom, and the best part is, I'm learning and growing every day. Instead of, I have got my dream job in my dream company and I've got my dream salary. So boring. 1 month later, after you got your salary, nobody remembers your salary. Everybody remembers the daily experience of life. So manifest that. Financial life. If I am right now at $100,000 a month and I want to manifest $500,000 a month, don't manifest $500,000 a month. What you would feel 1 month later after you've already manifested $500,000 a month. So I easily make $500,000 a month now. I always have a balance of more than $300,000 in my account. And it feels amazing. I feel so secure in life. I feel so blessed. And the best part is I feel so abundant that now I have the money to spend on all the things I always wanted to. So affirmations are difficult when you think of them as creating statements for something you want to achieve in the future. But affirmations are easy when you think of him as a question from your friend who met you 1 month after you achieved something. And your friend is asking you, hey, how's life? And you're telling your friend what you achieved last month. That's the best affirmation. Another way of writing an affirmation is, I call it either the coach letter or the best friend letter. Write a letter to your best friend, imagining today is 31st of January, 2025, like 1 month from now. And you're writing the letter today, 2025, what you achieved in 2024. And you're writing all the things that you achieved in your health, your relationships, your career and money, and how are you feeling? Because if you're writing a letter to somebody, you're not just going to say, I got married, right? You're going to say, you know what? I got married last year and I'm having so much fun and life is so good. I feel so much love. You're going to describe that, right? That's called the best friend letter technique. Now, the same thing can be also given to a coach. So in my case, I tell my students, write a letter to me now in your future date. Telling me all the results you've already achieved by manifesting with me every day. So people write that letter now, they read it every day. And when the goal actually is achieved, they send me that email. As a proof that this is what happened.
Very good. We're coming to the end. And I think what I would like to end is, it looks like, we have this thing called mind with a lot of power. What is a way that we can use our mind to accelerate the process of manifestation?
Okay. So the best way to accelerate is to remember that if I want to do something, take control of my experience of mind first. I call it ESOM, emotional state of mind.
Okay.
ESOM.
Yeah.
If I take care of my emotional state of mind first and then take action, you take control of your mind. So to give you an example, we do this activity with people in corporate, we used to in the corporate world, where we do a demonstration of breaking bottles, beer bottles.
Okay.
Some cases, empty.
Yeah.
And when we break bottles, there are thousands of broken pieces of glasses in front of you. And then I tell people, remove your shoes, remove your socks, and walk on it bare feet. And people are like, are you crazy? That's going to cut me. Now, all the things in life that we feel are difficult are 80% perception and 20% reality. So for an example, when you really walk on broken glass, the prick is only 20%. But the perception in the mind is, it's going to give me cuts, I'm going to have surgery, I'm going to be hospitalized and all that jazz, right? Control the emotional state of mind and the process of going through life becomes so easy. Now this sounds good to be true because I'm just reciting a story, but let's give people a demonstration. Where I'll break some glasses in front of you right now, or some bottles. And we'll make a bed out of it, of like millions of small pieces of glass. And you and I will walk on it.
Okay.
And if we walk on it with panic, you'll see the result.
Okay.
But if we walk on it with feelings of calm and feeling of successful, I'll prove my point that before achieving the goal, calm. After achieving the goal, calm.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so this is just another glass in front of you, so you know that it is real glass that we are breaking. Now, don't do this at home. I'm trained for this. I've been doing this for 20 years. So I know the science behind it. I know the technique behind it. So don't do it at home. It's not as simple as looks. This is just for demonstration purpose. Okay. Just to show you, it's all the way glass. Okay, create an intention. What would you like to feel before and after the glass?
I want to feel confident and strong.
Okay, think of a goal that you really want to manifest. And you don't have to tell us, just think of that goal. Now think about the emotion that goal will give you, that you want from that goal. Emotion you can definitely tell us.
Yeah. Actually, I can say my goal. I wanna help more people to build a life that they really love.
Okay, so what you would do when you start is you would stand here and you will feel as if you're already helping a lot of people. You're supposed to feel that before you start and after you finish. So there are two ways of living life. The first part is, if he's done it, I can do it. But that's the follower's way. The leader's way is, because I have done it, one day you will do it.
Wow, I love it, yeah.
So why not be the creator, not just the follower? Nothing wrong in being the follower.
Yeah.
But be the creator. And what I mean by that is, by putting you on the spot, I don't give you a demo, you give us the demo. What you would do is you'd step in fully. So never step in half and half out. What I mean by that is never do anything half-heartedly.
Yeah.
So get in fully.
Yeah.
And then get in fully.
Yeah.
And then get in fully.
Yeah.
And then get in fully. So get me 4 steps.
Okay.
And the 5th step is what comes out.
Yeah.
So stand here. Close your eyes.
Close my eyes?
For a second. For a second. Close your eyes and go to a moment of your life in the future when you've already achieved your goal, where you've helped a lot of people. And I don't want you to remember the success that you would feel after that, but I want you to remember there is a group of people standing in front of you right now who are crying and saying thank you to you. And they've got tears in their eyes because you helped them. And they have tears of gratitude, they have tears of love for you, and they have tears of happiness for their own success. And I want you to feel how you feel with their tears. How do you feel by serving them? And the task that you're about to go, which is the glass walk, is not for you, it is for them. And say it with me, it's worth it. Okay, now open your eyes and step in. Just step in. It's not so complicated. That's it. That's it. Step in, step in. Stay there. So what you're doing is trying to go fast. Stay in the problems. The problems are not as dangerous as they seem to be. Take another step and open your eyes. Open your eyes. And take another step. And take another step. And you're done. And stay there. And stay there. And imagine those people with tears in their eyes again and feel good about it. Now you're free to feel the celebration. Open your eyes.
Wow. Crazy. And
check your feet. You want to show them your feet when things wrong. See?
No cuts.
No cuts. No cuts yet. So you can remove that piece of glass from there. And that's it.
Wow. That was awesome, man.
All right.
So good.
Thank you.